Alrighty guys, I'm Casey and welcome to a brand new episode of Milkmaid of the Milky Way. Ooh, there's aliens in here. Last episode we lost our youth. So let's go see if we can wake up any of these. The woman looked like a great grandparents. Just skin and bone, almost transparent. Where were all these elders here at rest? A rest of Meteor's youth-obsessed quest. Once these people had probably been agile, now they looked close to death, so fragile. The sleeping person looked old and frail, breathing so heavy, skin so pale. I guess that calls a nurse. Okay. Since we weren't supposed to touch the speaker while she was here, let's see if we can nick it now. I could take that glass, yes, but that would create a big wet mess. Okay, so I think I know exactly what we've got to do here. Let's press this. And let's quickly run over here. And switch out the beaker. There we go. Okay. So, what is this? It smelled faintly of yeast, but it was cold at least. Okay. So we've got that. We managed to get that from her, which is good. It's good. Okay, so we got a sign. I hadn't been here long, but I guess it meant that something was wrong. What's this? It was hard on my body to kneel, but I picked up a bowl made of steel. A glowing matter was shining so great. Under the stuck bent metal piece. I don't think we'll be able to use this to get off. It didn't really have any plans, but I needed tools, not just my hands. Okay, so... Oh. Nope. It looked like the rising beam of light could reverse gravity, but just not quite. Okay, so we've got a screw and we've got this beaker. Perhaps we could use a beaker to soften the leather? Possibly. I mean, I suppose we won't know till we try. Cape. What is this cape you're making? Amnesia's hands were shaking. The Queen has explicitly expected that this cape shall leave everyone impressed. Okay, we've already talked about... No thanks, I'm fine. Please, I'm on a deadline. Okay, so we can't give her that. She has no use for screws. Okay. There was that, like, ship thing over here, wasn't there? There was something over here. Yeah, this. Perhaps we can... use a screw on this. Okay, there's nothing. I tried asking myself, but I had nothing to put on that shelf. Okay, so no, there's nothing there. Can we block that from spinning? Okay, that's not going to work on that spindle. Okay. So this doesn't work over here. Perhaps a crate probably used for freight. Okay. Maybe he needs a screw. Oh, she's moving. Looks like an elevator bolts me. You need a drill to get those free. Only people I trust are allowed to borrow my tools, he said out loud. Can I give him a drink? He's happy. He's an happy Barry. You're a kind woman. You're the first who's come down here to quench my thirst. Maybe now he trusts us? I normally don't lend out my tools, but you've been kind, so I'll bend the rules. Okay. Don't touch that, he said with a scruff. The power tooth will rip your face off. Okay, what about this? Hey there, let me set you straight. No one touches my void crate. Okay, so we still can't touch any of this stuff, but that's okay. We've at least now got the power drill and we can go and do something with those bolts. Little old lady. Well, blonde hair's gone. We'll get our youth back. We will. We will. So the average game time of this is a... Oh, hello. Did I kill her? Okay. Let's hopefully that doesn't happen again. In-before is actually meant to happen and we're supposed to be just stood there going round and round and round. I found a bug on a old game, I suppose. So let's go. See if we can get up on that gravity track. Still not sure what we're supposed to do with her and her leather just yet. If we're supposed to do anything, we better not. Okay. I actually want to see what that lady says if we press this button. I know she comes in here. There we are. Everything seems to be in order here. I've got to get back to my brewing beer. Okay. If I open the metal cover, maybe the glowing matter I discover. Just an old lady using a power drill. And smoke is rising. The hell is that? It's not smoke. We can't grab smoke. It was a strange soft material, lighter than air, ethereal. That's spiritual, isn't it? Okay. I hadn't been here long, but I guess it meant that something was wrong. Okay. Maybe this we can give to the leather worker, because the leather worker is the only thing that we haven't done it with yet. Did she actually want anything? Just out of curiosity, I can't remember. Feast. I was asked with slight appreciation. What is this feast you mentioned? When the milk beasts are rejuvenated, we celebrate. Immediately the queen demands it. We must fill her plate. Goebel's head hung. I wish it was... Well, okay, fair enough, fair enough. Okay. I don't know why I keep hovering my fingers over the WSAD key. Oh, yep. I took out the floating blob and asked if I could help her job. That looks light, almost witching, but I can't use that blob for stitching. Okay. There is actually, in here, isn't there? There's this big machine thing here. That we still haven't done anything with. Can I use this on the boxes? Okay. The crates were closed, no opening exposed. Okay, fair enough. I remember Mother back on the farm. When we had sheep, she was spinning yarn. Well, we're spinning it. That went quite well, I said as I looked at the floating thread. The blob had spun to a thin, fine thread, but if I touched the spool, my fingers would shred. I tried asking myself, but I had nothing to put on that shelf. Just use the drill. The urethral blob had spun into yarn that weighed none. Okay, now we can take the yarn back to that stitching lady and see just what she's going to give us. Well, this game is an alright game, I'd say. It's not that bad. Mind you, I forget how much it was, but I'm sure it wasn't a lot. Nope, we don't actually... Okay. So I have to actually go through this because I accidentally clicked it. Okay. There we go, look. Oh my, what a wonderful thing. You brought me floating string. This should make the cape float, his voice thick, a lump in her throat. Oh, here comes the guy. Better fix that elevator before the queen sees, or else she'll reprimand us and have us on our knees. The cape is done, as you commanded. You did this yourself, single-handed. Yes, my queen, it took a while to shape this delicate textile. Well, for starters, I don't like the colour, and for size, why make it smaller? Am I not a righteous queen who serves, protects, and keeps our grass green? Shall I not be well dressed at least, in time before the important feast? Of course, without remorse, I work and pray to keep our herd alive for another day. Why, I ask you to do one easy job, and you do it carelessly like a slop. Oh, there goes the cape. You are not a person who cares. I think you owe me some of your years. No, go. I wouldn't go. Stealing all the years. Hey kid, stay. There is another way. Listen, I have a plan. If you want to stop this madness, you'll have to be a man. You helped my mother? I'll help you. Just tell me what you want me to do. Look, time is of the essence. Let's skip your whole adolescence. Are we gonna put him in the youth machine and steal his youth? It looks that way. Are you sure you want to go through with this? There's nothing about my childhood I'll miss. Okay. A shiver ran from my feet to my shoulder. This is a circle that turns you older. I'm not sure how this works, I must confide, but please try standing on the other side. I could do with one of these machines. So I'm not sure how to turn it on. Maybe we just count down 3, 2, 1. 3. Well aged. All young and rejuvenated. And here comes the man. So how does it feel to be grown? Halim replied with a groan. I sure feel different, more old than new. Also I see everything from a different point of view. It's such a long way down to the floors, and my voice seems darker, of course. Growing up is tough on body and mind. We'll catch up, take a rest and unwind. Mother, what has she done? It's Halim, your son. Oh no. I could hear Halim sobbing and crying. Even a man grieves when his mother is dying. These people had worries far bigger than mine. My resolve hardened. I'd force the queen to resign. Okay. Oh, you're all knocked out. Are you alright? I asked the man, a poor sight. Oh my stars, thank you Ruth, but things are not good to tell you the truth. I was trying to make a brew for the feast when something happened and the pressure increased. Suddenly the brewing machine exploded. They're old and the pipes had probably corroded. Everything is lost, the queen will be so crossed. This has to stop, we have to contravene. I just need to know where I can stop the queen. Steal the staff, it contains the power, but don't get caught, it will be your final hour. Ooh. Here, let me help you to your feet before I show the queen her defeat. Nah, just let an old man sit and rest. Go get the staff, do your best. Okay. I guess we gotta... The fabrics look like heavy like fire. Okay, yeah, we've already read that. Let's go find the queen. I have no idea where she's gonna be, but we might as well check over here. A burning flame with no sense of gravity was floating mid-air in the huge round cavity. Okay. I need that squirt gun. It's for lubricating things that squeak and go grating. I didn't see that before. Okay, let's talk to him. You got back your youth? Good on you, Ruth. Repair. How's the repair going? Is there any progress showing? Well, the engine is soon done, but the hood fell off on the last run. The hover sled needs a new bonnet. Don't worry, I'm on it. Oil gun. Can I borrow your oil can? I asked the old man. It's almost empty, a sad state of affairs. I need it for oiling and squeaky repairs. Okay, so... Okay, we still can't touch that. We still can't touch that. That's the ship. I'm sure of it. So there's like nothing in here. Okay, fair dues. Can I actually go up here? No. Okay, and I don't think we can still do anything here. Nope. Okay. Round and round without making any of it. Can I... I didn't have anything I could use that spinning thing. Okay, okay. Okay. So it doesn't look like there's anything here we can do. So let's go back up here, and I think we've got to go back up to the top of the ship. That's the only thing. Oh, hello. What's this? It was Anisia's needle she used for sewing. She wouldn't miss it where she was going. Okay, so we've now got a needle. Okay. Can I use... Nope. And... Nope. I did need to inspect that machine was wrecked. And I suppose it's not going to let me use this on this? Yes, I didn't think so somehow. Okay. The woman looked like a great grandparent. Okay, so we've already done this. I kept a respectful distance to wait till later to ask for assistance. I didn't want to do the button press and cause Gopal even more stress. Okay. Well, at least this is fixed now, so we can go up and see what is upstairs here. Okay, so we got a couple of This place was so fascinating. Flying staircases, light pulsating. A piece of fruit was laying there, rotten. Maybe a sacrifice, maybe just forgotten. Okay, it looked like a memorial or a holy place, with a statue centre with the milk beast's face. I didn't understand these people's beliefs, but the shrine was decorated with flower and leaves. Okay, so we've got over here. On the floor were parts of the decoration, ordered by the Queen for the celebration. Okay, let's actually go back out of here first. Ah, this is the cook's place. Okay. Food. The chef looked like he was swearing. What dish are you preparing? Is that Gordon Ramsay then? Or the alien version? A veggie stew for the celebration. But for me, this was only frustration. We ran out of spice a long time ago, so everything tastes bland, you know. All I've got are these tasteless roots, and how I long for some fresh fruits. If this meal disappoints the Queen, she'll retire me, if you know what I mean. Knife. That knife looks sharp. Do you have another? Maybe I could borrow one, if it's not a bother. Sorry, miss, I need my blade to cut these roots, I'm afraid. But if you could get me something tasty for the stew, something fresh, I could probably lend it to you. Okay, so we've got this. A counsel of the Queen. Fruit that is rotten. She would surely kill me, if you've forgotten. Okay. A bland smell coming from the stew. Maybe it needed something fresh and new. I should ask the chef before I touch the stew that he was preparing. Okay. So I somehow didn't think we'd be able to put that in there, but... Okay, so there's vegetables. So perhaps there's a way of us regaining this youth by using the rejuvenation machine, the youth stealing machine. Okay, what's this? A sight surprising, a strange pillar of water rising. Okay. Greet. Welcome to the ship's room, if you are Ruth, I presume. I stammered, yes, how did you know? Behind a hood, a face would it show. I'm the librarian, knowledge is my trade. We've waited a long time for you, we have prayed. Library? I gave the room some looks. If this is a library, where are the books? All our knowledge is embedded in the halls. I'm the one who picks up the answers from the walls. Every square is a piece of information. My work is finding the right translation. My mind was trying to adjust its world view. And what is it? Floating water statue. We call it the Oracle, but hey, that's mostly rhetorical. Answers are most of the time simple and pure, but asking the right questions is difficult for sure. The Oracle helps you with the most important task, how to ask. You say you've waited for someone like me? I don't understand, I'm just a nobody. Ha! Never think little of yourself and your power. Every life matters and you will have your hour. A simple grain can stop the cogs of a machine. A tiny egg, if hatched, can become a queen. You are young, you're a coiled spring. You are the one who can change everything. Okay, can I give you that? I have everything I need. You use that later. Can I put this in there? Please don't, it will get contaminated. Okay, so there's like patterns of light danced across the room. A smell of seaweed. A strange perfume. Okay, so there's absolutely nothing that we can do in there. Okay, let's have a question. As I look into the water's reflection, I felt a wave of introspection. I could think of no other. What happened to my mother? The librarian's voice went low. I don't know. Okay, but I think that's going to call it for this episode, guys. So, if you have enjoyed the video, please do consider leaving a like. It really helps out the channel and I really do appreciate it. So please do leave that like and click subscribe if you want to see more from me, guys. I'm Casey. I want to thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.